Let's further discuss this now with Osama Nazzal. He is a Palestinian journalist and he joins us live now from the occupied West Bank to discuss, of course, the expansion of illegal settlements in the Palestinian territories. Thank you for being with us on the program. I want to start off by talking about several auctions that have been held in America. We have been seeing videos that have been circulating around online of settlements in the occupied West Bank being auctioned off to Jews who live in countries like the United States and Canada, with, of course, the backing of the Israeli government. We know illegal settlements are against international law. So what does this tell us about Western governments who have publicly voiced their opposition to these illegal settlements, but have done little to stop them from happening?
Yeah, this means that Western governments, and mainly the United States, as you mentioned, that tens of thousands of American Jews are coming to Palestine and live in the settlements built on the Palestinians' land in violation of the Geneva Conventions and the international law. And the American government and its likes are aware of that. But the American administration and the Western governments, mainly Britain, are complicit in the crime against Palestinians, because what we see in Gaza, for example, and the war against our people in Gaza and the genocide is fully supported by these governments. And when it comes to the settlements in the occupied West Bank and mainly in Jerusalem, as you showed in your report, also these settlements are supported by the American administration, either by allowing its citizens to leave their homes in the United States and come and live here in occupied Palestine, or by allowing the companies in the United States to fund the settlement projects in the occupied West Bank and mainly in Jerusalem, as we know that many American companies are funding and are having their own projects in the Israeli colonial settlements in the West Bank. So the Americans, and regrettably, are part of the problem and the tragedy that the Palestinians have as they support the Zionist colonial project in the different forms of support, whether by money or by allowing their citizens to come and live here.
So how effective do you think the sanctions, the U.S. sanctions on illegal settlers, Israeli illegal settlers, have been?
Really, I don't want to undermine the importance of that, but this is not what should the United States do. What is demanded from the United States and the international community as a whole is to implement the United Nations and mainly the Security Council resolutions vis-a-vis the Palestinian cause, and the resolutions that consider all the Israeli settlements in the West Bank and Jerusalem as illegal and illegitimate, and the Zionist settlers who live in the occupied Palestinian territories are outlawed and they don't have the right to exist on the Palestinian land. So the Americans would be serious about solving the whole conflict in the region when they say that no Israeli settler, regardless of the nationality, whether American or British, can live in the occupied Palestinian territories.
All right, Palestinian journalist Osama Nazzal, thank you so much for being with us here on the NewsHour and sharing that insight with us.
Thank you. Thank you.